As you know, the Housing Assistance Council has a Henry B. González Award, named after the former chairman of the House Banking Committee, who had a pretty lasting impact in rural America. The board of directors decided this year to give Senator Leahy of Vermont and Congressman Rogers of Kentucky the Henry B. González Award. We had Mr. Leahy here yesterday accepting his award, and tonight we're honored to have Mr. Rogers here. But we're going to do something a bit different. Usually the Master of Ceremonies or I do the introduction. But Mr. Rogers came with his Kentucky gang over here. And the Kentucky gang is going to give Mr. Rogers his award.
My name's Tom Manning Beaven, and I'm the Director of Housing at Kentucky Highlands Investment Corporation. And it is my honor to introduce Congressman Rogers. You may all wonder why all of us are up here. And as my boss, Jerry Rickett, loves to say, we all live in Mr. Rogers' neighborhood. Chairman Rogers has served the 5th District of Kentucky for 17 terms. Just was elected to his 18th, if I'm counting correctly. And that makes him the longest serving Kentucky Republican ever elected to federal office. He is focused on economic development, job creation, fighting illegal drug use, and preserving the natural treasures of Appalachia. He is renowned for listening to his constituents and then fighting for the interests of the region and for the needs of his people. One just very recent and obvious example of that is how the congressman reached across the aisle and has united with our governor, a Democrat, Steve Beshear, to form Shaping Our Appalachian Region, an initiative that the two of them came together to create, and is bringing together literally thousands of folks living in Appalachian Kentucky to talk about how we change the dynamic, how we take an area that has had historic and chronic distress and move it forward and create opportunities that can make Appalachia shine. Congressman Rogers was born in Kentucky in rural Wayne County and is representing one of the poorest congressional districts in the nation. His vision for a stronger region spurred some of the most wonderful initiatives that continue to have impact in eastern Kentucky. Those include PRIDE, an environmental restoration project, Operation Unite, battling the scourge of illegal drugs, Southeast Kentucky Economic Development, which is a lender to small businesses, and Tour Eastern and Southern Kentucky. And then the Center for Rural Development, all of which brings together communities to try and make a difference. Just to give one example, PRIDE is a group that, among other things, brings together community leaders and community members from all across the 5th District to clean up rivers and streams and other places where people have just dumped things on the side of the road. That kind of effort, that kind of community effort, is absolutely emblematic of the Congressman's vision for communities that come together to make Kentucky, and indeed America, a better place. And in addition to that, the chairman, now that he is the chairman of the Appropriations Committee, has absolutely stood up for rural America. He has taken that bully pulpit and taken that on as an opportunity to advocate for programs that work, programs like the 502 program and the 523 program. Several years ago, there was a markup hearing where another member of the Appropriations Committee questioned the logic of marking the 502 and 523 programs up higher than the administration budget. And Mr. Rogers commented that these are programs that are helping people build homeownership for themselves. Isn't this something we ought to do more of, not less? So as I said, it is my great honor to introduce Chairman Rogers.
Thank you. Where do you have the sweater closet? I need to get my sweater. Senator, it's good to be with you. Thanks for your remarks. Thank you very much for this wonderful award, which I'll treasure, I assure you. These Kentucky folks, thank you for being here with all of us, and thank you for presenting the award. Kentuckians are, they're from Big Blue Nation. Kentuckians are noted for four things. One, we live in the Bible Belt. Two, we do grow a little corn to make some liquor out of it. And we raise tobacco for those who want to smoke. And then we raise racehorses to see if we can beat you at the track. So we're noted for four things: smoking, drinking, gambling, and religion. Well, it's a real honor to be with you and to share this evening together, and to thank you for honoring me with this very special award, which I will indeed treasure. All of you in this room share a crucial goal of mine to provide quality, affordable housing to families in the most economically challenged region of our country, of which I represent one. Growing up in Appalachia and representing the region in Congress for many years now, I've witnessed firsthand the very real impact that it can have on a family to build their own home from the foundation up, and then to live happily and successfully in that home while managing all of their bills. It's empowering, it's life-changing, and your model truly works. For your part, the work that you do is difficult and oftentimes emotionally challenging, but it's critically important, and I applaud you for your dedication to this worthy cause. As was mentioned in my introduction, last year Governor Steve Beshear and I launched an initiative to help diversify and create a strategic plan for progress in southern and eastern Kentucky, desperately hard hit by the layoffs in the coal mines. We've got thousands of coal miners who've lost their jobs. Those are the best paying jobs were in our region. This organization we named SOAR, Shaping Our Appalachian Region. And the effort is to profoundly diversify the economy of that entire region. The Housing Assistance Council, along with other organizations, including the Federation of Appalachian Housing, Frontier Housing, and the Kentucky Highlands Investment Corporation, represent the very essence of the SOAR initiative, with a mission to pioneer through great challenges to improve one of the most impoverished regions in our country. These organizations have made great strides in providing affordable, energy-efficient housing across Central Appalachia for many years. For example, in my district, Kentucky Highlands, who many of these people are with, has used USDA's self-help housing program and the Section 502 direct loan program to help low-income working families in Kentucky become homeowners. In 2011, a woman who had been the victim of extreme domestic abuse called Kentucky Highlands hoping to find a home for herself and her young daughter. With some financial counseling and guidance from Kentucky Highlands, she was approved for a $66,000 Section 502 direct loan. And with the self-help housing program, she was able to build her own home for about $35,000 less than it would have cost to hire a contractor. That means that today, she's living in a home that she can afford, that she built with her own hands. Frontier Housing and FAHI have participated in USDA's very successful demonstration program that not only helps low-income rural families become homeowners, but has significantly reduced the amount of time it takes for USDA to process its loan applications. Because of that demonstration program, one of my constituents and his family were able to secure a 502 direct loan in half the time it normally takes for USDA to process the loans themselves. And because of that loan, he now lives in a new energy-efficient green home in Rowan County. Thanks to these programs, our elderly folks can have difficult repairs completed on their homes, and our low-income families can find affordable housing. You're implementing energy efficiency solutions to bring down the costs of high utility bills. Most importantly, those without a place to call home now have a safe haven. And for that reason, you have my commitment as a friend, as an ally, as an admirer, to continue to fight for the federal programs that help you achieve these worthy goals. We know there's not a silver bullet to improve our region overnight. That's why the SOAR initiative, like the organizations you all here represent, is taking a holistic approach to network our resources and find investment opportunities at every turn. And as we continue to work together and redouble our efforts, we will grow jobs, we will sustain our economy, and we will soar above our challenges. It's wonderful to be with you. Thank the Kentucky folks for the invitation to be with you and for all the hospitality that I've seen so far. I know I'm standing between you and that steak. And I know the limitations of my capabilities. It's good to be with my friend Kit Bond, who's a great, I'm a great admirer of his and have for a long time. Thank you for the opportunity to speak with you, and thank you for this wonderful award. Thank you. God bless.